good to be grateful. Everybody knows that in some recess of their mind, somewhere they realize that when they're grateful, they tend to be happy. When they're ungrateful, they tend to not be happy. Yet we kind of get caught in the storm of not being grateful for someone or something really easily. Have you noticed how that works? We get in this train of thought that this is not the way it should be. It should be different. I should be happy. Why is it this the way I want it? Why don't I have the car I want, the wife I want? Why don't I have the money I want? Why don't I have the body I want? And there's this just My sister has in her kitchen a sign that said, "Thou shalt not whine." And that's what you're doing when you do that. You're just whining about stuff. Because the flip side, and just on the other side of that could be this, wow, I have this, and this, and that. I'm looking at all the things I have, all that's working for me, all the people who know me and care for me, all those things. Even if you don't have it just the way you had pictured it, you could be grateful for what you have and as it is. That which is could be just exactly enough to keep you in a state of gratitude if you would just look at it that way. That becomes the real secret. Because the byproduct of gratitude is joy. And now the tendency, I think, is that if you go around with a giant, heart-open, smiley, I love this attitude, people, things, circumstances are attracted to you. And I can tell you by the opposite, that you go around Eeyoring all the time. Nobody wants to be there. It's like, enough already. Shut up. Right? So our jujitsu for life is really not to fight it, but to appreciate it. It's the same as going with the flow in Aikido. You bring it to you, go, I'll take that and send it on. I'm happy about it. Just be happy about where you are. Okay, I'm just blow that away. I'm going to try gratitude. All of a sudden, I mean, like within minutes, I was in another state of mind. Weeks had gone by, and now I was in a totally different state of mind just by changing my thought process from, well, essentially, oh, what a loser am I, to, gosh, I'm grateful for something. Think about this. When you're in a traffic jam, you have two ways of looking at it. You could look at it like, what the heck are they all on my road for? Or you could look at it this way. I must be going someplace really special because everybody else wants to be there too. So there's an invitation. Just be grateful you have transportation. Just be grateful you're not walking or riding a horse or whatever other way you used to do it, right? You're in a car. It's a really good chance. Most of them have music or something available. Many of them have air conditioning. All of them have padded seats. It's remarkable. All you're doing is sitting there, and now you're complaining about it. But remember, thou shalt not whine. And if you can keep your mind on something you're grateful for, even if it's just the fact that you're in a comfortable setting going nowhere, that's pretty cool. And all your prayers could turn around, and they could be as Meister Eckhart, whom Anna quoted earlier. Meister Eckhart, a 13th century German mystic, said there's only one, if you can only do one prayer, that one prayer should be thank you. Because it sets you up in the conditions to experience life in a happy way. And to be happy is better than not happy. You don't get any points for being the coolest curmudgeon out there. So if you start your breath so that you're giving your breath its fullest. Now the way we did it was we exhaled as though we were sighing without making a noise. And so when you exhale, then you relax and you let out the air completely. And then you inhale with your nose closed. And if you do this, what you'll develop is a long, deep, full breath, especially if you relax the muscles in your ribs and your back and your belly as you do it. Your belly expands and the back ribs, the floating ribs kind of spread out, and the other ribs rise up and the back relaxes. And as you do this, then if you have high blood pressure, you could be bringing it down. You could be warding off panic attacks. You could be moving into a state of less anxiety, because the body is telling you how it's feeling, and you're hearing it and you're believing it. And so the body now is telling you, I'm okay, because you're breathing deeply and you're relaxing and you're expanding. Now, if you do that and you add the thought of gratitude, you start to build an immune system to anxiety. And you begin to be a person who can go into a difficult situation and come out happier rather than going into it and being diminished. This is the way it works. Attitude is your destiny. If you have a happy, grateful attitude, you create a destiny that more suits your liking. Do the opposite, have an opposite experience. Begin with joy, with this germinator of joy by being grateful. And then let the joy hit you. And then live from that place and find more and more things to be grateful for. If that happens, then you become one of those people that everybody wants to be around. Right? Anybody in here always happy? Pretty close. How's it going for you? Fantastic, I think is the right. Yeah. That's the trick. You make it up. Circumstances don't make you up. You make up your circumstances. So choose to be happy by being grateful.